Hello everyone, I'm George Brew, and this is what's happening in your Courier Buzz. Naperville found itself grabbing national attention after a racist incident happened at a chain restaurant last month. Kevin Ashley reports.
Buffalo Wild Wings has been under scrutiny recently for an October 26 incident involving racism at their Naperville location. The incident started right when the group entered the establishment.
My boy Justin was greeted by the host, and right away he was asked, after he told what size our party was, he was asked what ethnicity was our party, and it really just started from then.
Later, the manager asked the group to move away from a table where a customer that was a regular was dining. Justin Vale, parent of one of the children at the restaurant, felt that they were not only discriminated against, but disrespected.
What struck me the worst was after we were asked to move, because who we are as people. The two managers at Buffalo Wild Wings sat with that couple right in front of our face after we had this conversation.
Racism is not something new, as many minority groups deal with racism on a regular basis. We spoke with members of the COD Black Student Alliance about their experiences with racism. How did you hear about the incident, and what was your reaction?
I was upset and sad that this continues to happen in our own communities, because we all here live down the street from this area that it happened in, and it's like, why here? Why us?
It's what's happening now. It's the realization. It's reality. It's the reality of the fact that with this skin color comes some added glares, comes some misconceptions.
And what's your perception on how the company handled the incident?
Like, you're in a position where if you see something that's being done that isn't right, then that's your job to not allow behavior like racism to continue in your establishment.
Diversity training is one thing, but when you cannot act upon it, that's another. What's the point of you being trained in all these ideas and lessons, but you don't do anything about it?
For it to be taken more and more seriously, I feel like the consequences need to be harsher. It should be taken as seriously as any other form of assault.
You can stop supporting these businesses that treat us unfair and look at us differently, and you can create change by doing that.
It's all about taking the action in the moment, not waiting for the moment to pass and then take the action.
In response to this incident, Buffalo Wild Wings issued a statement that leadership does not condone in any way what happened at this restaurant. They also fired 2 employees involved in the incident, banned the racist customer in question for life, and has had their employees in the Chicagoland area participate in sensitivity and diversity training. I'm Kevin Ashley for Courier Buzz.
The Black Student Alliance meets every Wednesday from 12 to 1 p.m. in the BIC 1A06. For more information, contact David Swope at swoped28@cod.edu. Recreational marijuana will be legal to buy in Illinois on January 1st, 2020. However, some towns in DuPage County have opted out. Leah Smith explains.
Beginning January 1st, 2020, adults aged 21 and over will be able to legally purchase recreational marijuana in the state of Illinois. Though recreational sales will be made legal statewide, it is up to individual towns and municipalities to decide if they will allow recreational dispensaries to operate. Glen Ellen trustee Bill Enright believes that recreational marijuana sales can help some communities.
I think that it's on the streets. We ought to try to regulate it in some way or another. Also, for that part, there's going to be like some tax revenue generated from it rather than having like the black market. You get some sort of tax revenue generated.
So far, Glen Ellen, Wheaton, and Naperville have voted against recreational marijuana sales, while Lombard and Addison have voted for recreational sales.
Madam President, I move to put a moratorium on the sale of cannabis within the corporate limits of the Village of Glen Ellen until October 26, 2020.
Second.
Thank you, Trustee Senek, for the second. May I have a roll call, please?
And everybody has to look at what's best for their town. And some things fit really well for some towns, and some things don't fit well for other towns.
We spoke to COD students about the possible impact of the sale of recreational marijuana in DuPage County.
I think it's going to be a generally positive thing. Should give the state some direly needed revenue.
I think that it can be done, but it needs to be done carefully and regulated heavily, but mostly for medical purposes.
Well, as for Illinois, I think we already have enough problems going already.
I think it's a great thing that there's going to be more products that are regulated.
Although many Americans feel that recreational marijuana should be legalized, these DuPage County towns believe they are doing what is best for their communities. Illinois will join 10 states plus Washington, D.C. that have legalized recreational marijuana. For Courier Buzz, I'm Leah Smith.
It's that time of year where homes and businesses are getting decked out for the holiday season, and COD's horticulture program is ready to help. We get the dirt on their annual poinsettia and houseplant sale.
We grow all different things from ornamental crops all the way to hydroponic herbs, veggies, houseplants. We have a high tunnel which is covered in like a poly plastic, and the sun heats it up so we can grow in there through like December. So then we also do hydroponics in the greenhouse, either with natural sunlight, or you can do it with supplemental LED lighting as well. Our poinsettia sale, where we will sell 2 different sizes of poinsettias, and the profits from that sale will go back into our program. And we'll also be selling some succulents and houseplants along with that as well. As far as our spring sale, we're ramping up now, and January and February we really start getting going for our big sale that's in May. A lot of the produce that is grown in the classes will be utilized by our fuel pantry here at the College of DuPage, so they will come harvest and utilize that food either for their sales, to get money for the fuel pantry.
And we also donate some of our leftover plant materials and stuff to nursing homes and nonprofit organizations around the community too. We're very closely tied to industry, so we work with area employers. A lot of our employers have hired former students from the program, so we have a huge alumni database and stuff. They come in as guest speakers for the classes. We also participate in numerous community events.
Especially through the internship programs and all the classes, the club work that I've done here, it's definitely prepared me for my future in the industry.
The poinsettia and houseplant sale takes place at the campus greenhouse on November 26, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., December 3rd, 1 to 5 p.m., and December 4th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The price for a regular-sized poinsettia is $5 and large poinsettias $9. Houseplants are $5. And that's what's happening here in the District 502 community. For the latest in college news and events, be sure to check out this week's edition of the Courier newspaper, available now on newsstands. You can also follow us on our Facebook and YouTube page at Courier TV and our website, codcourier.org. For Courier Buzz, I'm George Brew.